There's this idea of like, to be successful, you should wake up earlier, don't hit the snooze button, you should meditate for so many minutes a day, or you need to drink more water. I don't like meditation. It did not work out for me. You know what I also found out that I did not like? Drinking water. Do you remember that month? March is my declutter month. I actually fancied up my closet a little bit. Is to not hit the snooze button. I've made it to the end of my phone detox. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Wake up a little earlier than I normally do. My month of November to kindness. I am back into reading, but listen. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie, and today I decided I'm gonna sit down and go over my review of my year of simple. Instead of being really overly prepared with notes of everything, I wanted to sort of reflect back in a really honest, candid, real way of how I remember the year and how everything went. So if I look back into why I started this whole year of simple, I came up with the idea post-Christmas, and that feeling of less after Christmas, I love that feeling so much. And it's a feeling of, with so much excess in the month of December, extra decor, extra food, extra entertaining, you're shopping a lot for other people. It's just more and more that feeling of less after the holidays is honestly my favorite feeling ever. So that feeling of less merged with the feeling of the beginning of the new year, and me not being someone who does traditional New Year's resolutions, it was sort of a cross point or an intersection of how can I do a New Year's resolution that's realistic, achievable, simple things, but that feeling of less and wanting to get back to basics. It just came down to a list of very simple things that I thought could be accomplished or tested out within the course of a month. And that's kind of how I approached it. Basically, as I look at it as a total, I feel like it was such a wonderful year. And for the first time, I accomplished a New Year's resolution from beginning to end. And actually, I finished 12. I accomplished 12 things, not just one. And that's what was really nice about doing this year of simple, was that every month had its own focus. And so it was really easy to be like, well, this sucks. I don't want to do this for the whole month or the whole year. And so by the time the month was over, you know, it was like, okay, on to the next thing. I didn't like that. Let's carry on. Or, you know what? I really found that I loved reading. I want to continue doing that. And so I didn't hold myself accountable to like carrying over the challenges and having them overlap. It was just meant to be test it for a month, see if I like it, on to the next thing. There's so many things in life that I feel like we think we need to do, or there's this idea of like, to be successful, you should wake up earlier, don't hit the snooze button, you should meditate for so many minutes a day, or you need to drink more water. There's all these really simple things that we think we should be doing, and I think to myself, over and over and over, sometimes throughout the same day, but definitely throughout the course of the year and throughout the course of my life as an ever-changing and evolving person, I keep thinking like, I should meditate. Oprah always talks about meditation. Well, you know what? I tried that. Actually, I tried it twice within the year. And by like day 3, I was like, nope, in fact, I still don't like this. And maybe that's because I do meditation in my own way. Maybe when I take a bath at the end of the night, that's my own meditation. Or maybe the gym, when I have like, I'm just lost in working out and not thinking about anything. Maybe that's my meditation. So maybe I don't need a proper sit down, you know, thinking of nothing and sitting there saying, you're thinking of nothing. Thinking of nothing. You're thinking of nothing. I don't like meditation. It did not work out for me. You know what I also found out that I did not like? Drinking water. Do you remember that month? That was the worst. If you would have asked me in the beginning of the year, what's going to be the easiest thing? What is so simple that is just stupid? I would have thought drinking water for a month. Drinking a ton of water. I think I tried to drink between 90 and 100 ounces just based on my height and weight. I would have thought, well, that's so stupid. That's going to be easy. That's a wash. That was the worst thing I ever did, and I hated it so much, and I've not thought about drinking that much water ever since. So check that box, because now for the rest of my life, I can be like, you know what? Drinking a lot of water was awful. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to have to run to the bathroom that much ever in my life again. It was the worst. Basically, this water cleanse or whatever it is has been the pits. It's literally the worst. I'm peeing every 20 minutes. My body is not regulating. Is there light at the end of this piss tunnel? Houston, we have a piss problem. Sorry, this is TMI, but this is bad. I had to go to the bathroom violently go to the bathroom like every 20 minutes. And then if you remember, I had a trip to Charleston at the very end of the month, and I was like, I gotta halt this because I'm not gonna make it on the airplane or in an Uber from the airport to the hotel. Like I can't go a 30-minute or 40-minute stretch without using the restroom. It's just not possible for me in that time. So that was awful, and I would not recommend drinking that much water. If you decide to do this and you decide to drink a lot of water one month, maybe do it in a month where you don't have a lot going on. No responsibilities, no travel, no long car trips. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. Other thing that was a complete win for me was reading. And so getting back into reading and focusing on that for a month. I'm still reading, I'm still in my book club, and looking back at it, I think had I not made this a monthly goal, I think I would have said no to the book club that my friend had asked me to join. And if I hadn't done that, I would have missed out on all of these great books that we've read and the great friendships that I've continued to grow, but new ones that I've made. So I think, depending on how much I read, maybe every other month or so, I'll dedicate a video to book reviews of what I've been listening to / reading, and do some book reviews on my channel. I do have a playlist of my Year of Simple videos, so if you want to see them, I'll link them all below, but they are saved in a playlist on my channel as well. So I'm just looking here on my playlist of what my months were. So that's right. So in February, I did a no-buy month, and it's the end of December right now. I'm just finishing my no-buy for December. So it felt like it was sort of an overspend, like the 2 months that flanked the no-buy. But I had mentioned in the video that I think you could absolutely do a Target no-buy or a Costco no-buy or an Amazon no-buy, whatever it is that's really a vice for you. And I'm just coming off of doing a no-buy right now in December, which is an odd month to do it, but I didn't buy anything for myself. I bought for other people, but the interesting thing that came from that is that on Black Friday, I kind of wanted to get all of my online shopping done for my family, so that I wouldn't have to go into proper stores and be tempted to see things that I would want for myself. I think I got 90% of my shopping done on Black Friday, which is the earliest I have ever gotten my shopping done. And due to that, I kind of spent December being more calm and less stressed and less running around. It was just a much simpler way to go into the holidays and much more relaxed. And I really liked that. And I think next year I'm going to try to get most of my shopping done on Black Friday again as well. That was a win for sure this month. So my month of decluttering, it's interesting because it felt like the most work went into that month. So I have 3 separate videos on that, plus the recap. But I cleaned out my kitchen, newly organized and decluttered kitchen. I cleaned out my bathroom, and I cleaned out my closets. Fashion instinct. I love it. I save it. Would never get rid of my suede jacket. Love this. But they are not my style anymore. This is fun once you get on a roll. I'm ready to toss more stuff. While I didn't declutter every single day, I probably only decluttered a combination of 5 days total, but that was so successful. My closet, my kitchen, and my bathroom are all still pretty decluttered. My kitchen and my closet, it's almost been a full year, so I think I'd like to go back and readdress that. You kind of do need to declutter once a year, probably twice a year. The 2 main things that I did in the kitchen that I loved were our spice cabinet. That was something that really drove me nuts. And so I reorganized all of our spices. That still looks exactly the same. You need to see the glory that is this spice storage. Also, I took a couple junk drawers and some drawers that we weren't really efficiently using and put them towards kids' snacks for school and just for every day. Much more efficient. Those are still used for the kids' snacks, and at this point the kids kind of maintain that area, and it's really easy. So I've loved having those dedicated drawers for snacks. So my month of meditation, I mentioned, was a fail. I did not like that month, and that is just good to know that going into I'll be 40 next year, I don't want to have to live my life anymore saying, you know what, I feel like I should meditate or drink water. Nope, check that box. Don't need that. My phone detox. So as I look back at that, I feel like, being more involved with YouTube and Instagram these days, I feel like I'm on my phone more than ever. And the thing that I learned through my phone detox was, just sort of shutting off at the end of the night and not scrolling through my phone at night. And I learned that I get a better night's sleep and a more well-rested sleep if I'm not on my phone at night. But the fact of the matter is I still use my phone in bed at night. Some days I do shut down and I'm like, no, I'm just not going to use it. I feel like overall I'm not really sure what stuck within that month because I still use my phone a lot. I still use it at night again. I don't know. Okay, the water challenge was crap. I did not like that. My month of gratitude was good. Today's simple gratitude is me in line at Taco Bell. I always feel like I practice gratitude and being grateful for things. That month, though, I wanted to get back into using a 5-minute journal that I used to use. But it felt like gratitude homework, and I think I just liked practicing gratitude, and if ever I had a negative thought or I was ever complaining about something, it was like I just turned to gratitude, and that's just an automatic thing that I do now. And so it was nice to just find that within myself and not have to rely on a journal to find that. I think I've naturally found gratitude within myself on my own, and I don't need to sit down and physically write it down every morning or every night. But I think it's good to recognize that if you're going through something difficult, a gratitude journal is a great place to turn to and to really focus and redirect your thoughts. With my no snooze button. So that I wanted to try to get up, not necessarily get up earlier, but I wanted to get up without pressing the snooze button a bunch of times. I did it. I woke up, didn't push the snooze, and I'm down at my coffee maker making some coffee. I'm in my favorite Do Barefoot Dreams blanket, and I just wanted to wake up when I wake up. And I'll say that did not stick. I still like to sleep in until the very last moment, but that month, oddly, I did that during the summer, which I was like, this is stupid. Why did I choose to do this during the summer? I don't need to wake up during the summer. We're not like held by school schedules. But I did learn in that month that the great thing about waking up early or before your kids in the summer is that you can get stuff done or go to the store and go get groceries or whatnot before your kids wake up. And so you don't have to take them to the grocery store with you or get something done, before they wake up, or have just a little bit of time to read in the morning before they wake up. And I actually really liked that. And so while I'm not doing that now, I think in the summer that's a good thing to lean on when you're with your kids 24/7 in the summer. It's nice to be able to have a little bit of that time for yourself or to get some things done before they wake up. And I will definitely be leaning on that again in the summer. So September was back to my fitness month, because September to me is a stay-at-home mom's new year, when you can get back into your routines and your regularly scheduled programming with everyone having a schedule again. The thing that I learned about that, because I did do a fitness focus twice, I did it in January when most people get back to fitness and exercise. And then I did it again in September because I wanted to just recheck in with my fitness and make sure that if I had fallen off of the bandwagon with working out, which I had, I wanted to get back into it. And the thing that I learned about working out and starting off working out in January versus September is, if you live in the Midwest like I do, literally right now there is no sun, no clouds, it is just gray. It is hard to start working out in January because you just are not motivated by the sun or by the season or by the weather. It's hard. It feels the season is draining. So for me, that month, my January, I remember every single time I checked in, I was like, I'm just not feeling it. I would do a couple jumping jacks and some burpees, and I would look at the time and be like, is it time to go yet? Has it been 40 minutes? No, just 2? Okay, great. It was so hard. And working out in September was way easier to just find motivation, to find energy. And now I'm working out, I would say 3 to 5 days a week. And it's been easy for me to stick to that because now at this point, it's a routine. I've been doing it right now when the when the season is gray and overcast and gross. Like it's already a routine within me, and so it's not hard for me to continue working out. A body in motion stays in motion. It's easy for me to continue working out. So I'm sorry if you're listening to this and your New Year's resolution was to start working out in January. I'm here to tell you, January is not the time to start working out if you live in a climate like I do, because it's just hard to get that motivation and to keep going. Not that it's not possible, you can do it, but for me, it was way easier in September. And then I had my reading month in October, which went off without a hitch. I loved it. I've already talked about that. And then November was my month of kindness, and that was a really great month. And yes, kind and kinding is a verb. We're taking it from an adjective to a verb. I did the month of kindness in November because it's the month that I lost my dad, and it's just a difficult month for me to go through. If you've lost someone, I'm sure you know that it just makes sort of the whole month or the week around that time frame really difficult. But what I learned about that month is that if you're going through something really difficult, or there's an anniversary of something difficult that you're gonna face, sometimes focusing that energy outward, and it's not about you, focus it out and put goodness out into the world towards other people. It can turn things around for you. If you spread kindness, kindness will come back to you. That's it. That was my year. That was my year of simple in a nutshell. I hope you enjoy following along. I hope you'll tell me if you choose to do it too. I would love to see what things you decide to do, and maybe it is something that I will do again in the future and make different goals. I know a lot of people had asked, am I going to do a year of simple but in a different way for 2019? And I am not, but I did love doing something every month and having a focus. And I have mentioned it a little bit already, but I am going to be doing a year of 5 finds. And what that means is that, because I still feel like, as I was just talking about with my no buy, I still have a lot to do in terms of shopping and impulse buying and sales and all of that. So basically, I am allowing myself to buy 5 things a month, and I'm not including beauty or skincare within that. I've really gotten a grip on my beauty and skincare purchases, but shopping for clothing and accessories and shoes and things like that is still like a hard spot for me. And so that's what I'm focusing on, and personally just trying to like edit and be more intentional with my purchases and within my closet overall. So I'm excited for 2019, but I will be doing a whole video about that coming up. So stay tuned for that. And that was my year of simple. So I hope you enjoyed following along, and I hope you will share with me if you plan on doing it too. And I will see you again in another video real soon. Bye.